Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk with Logan. My name is Logan. We haven't talked in a while, and I wanted to just create a quick little check-in video, just to let you guys know that I am alive and I'm doing great. And we're gonna get this village rolling. I'm looking over at it right now. I have a lot of plans for the 2026 Spooky Town Village, and I know that's why a lot of you subscribe to the channel because I spend a lot of time on it and I like to talk about it, and it's my passionate hobby. I have had an interesting spring. We got into a pretty bad car accident about a week ago now, and we're doing okay, and we're gonna get a new car soon. So I have some downtime. Just gonna start working on the village for this year, and I'm really excited to get it started. The village layout has changed quite a bit since I've talked about it last. It's gotten a little bit bigger, no surprise there. I want to create it a little bit modular so I can have room for growth. And I'm really excited to show you a lot of the landscaping things I got and some other little bits and bobs before I really start to dig in this spring. I really want to focus on the landscaping and making it look realistic, and the layout is much more realistic than it was last year, and I want this to be more of a permanent situation than what I had previously. I now have my hot wire tool and hot wire table to cut all my foam and do all my carving. So I really think that's going to help me this year and create a lovely, lush, and like vibrant landscape that I want to create. I want it to look less dead than last versions. I want the sidewalks to be less bone colored and more so like a normal gray sidewalk. And I think the terrain, I want it to be more dirt like. So we're gonna have a lot to work with this spring. I really want to focus on getting the foam carving right before I move on to even start painting any of this stuff. I want to have a complete carved model before I even start painting the sidewalks or the ground for the village. So I'm gonna pick up the camera off the tripod and we're gonna go over to where the village will be. And yeah, this is just a quick little check-in video. I'm happy to see all of you, and I'm here and I'm ready to get going. All right, so we're here. This is our kind of temporary setup of what's going on. It looks like a mess, but this is where I am working on everything. And this is how the new table will be set up. We're not doing that U shape anymore. We're doing just a classic 4x8 layout, which is great for space. It makes some more room down here for me. And I even have a little table set up to the side where, as you can see, the buildings that will not be included in the village are living for now. Obviously, these are from the old village setup and they're not in a permanent home. Like, this doesn't make sense. But I just needed somewhere to put them for now. And so they look like a lovely mess over there. And down below the tables here, you can see all of the old the old bases that I created. I'm loving this 4x8 layout. This is like what my train layout was as a kid. I'm familiar with this. And I actually started to tape out where I want the streets to go. So the plan for this is over here in the front, we're going to have more of like a downtown, like city vibe. This whole block I plan on being cement and then kind of having like a little park in the middle. Maybe some places where spooky folk like to hang out, things like that. And then just behind this downtown area where like the video store is, the movie store, the bar, the, record shop, the hotel, the post office. On the other side, there's another hotel and the costume shop. And then behind that is some residential. Then going across the street will go all the way back. We have a central park, which I'm standing firm on that. I really like this idea. The trolley is going to go back and forth in the front here. And then this is going to be the intro into the city. I plan on kind of having a fence around here. We have a crypt that lights up. We have, I forget what this is called, but this is an older accessory that like the tombstones go up and down and they're lit up and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. We have the bell tower, and then we have the mausoleum at the back, and my little haunted mansion. Here, let me zoom in. My little haunted mansion thing that I made from a broken Christmas ornament. That will be living in the park as well. I plan on having a lot of tombstones, a lot of lighting, which I'll get to. And it's going to be, I think it's a really nice focal point for the middle, really super spooky and fun. And then we cross the street again, and we have in the front here, it's residential in the back, but in the front, it is a train station at the end, and then next to it is the Black Cauldron Inn, which I think just makes sense, like next to a train station, right? If we're thinking city planning. This home is in the center of the block, but it's going to be raised up on a hill. I really want that to look extra spooky and like have a little bit of like perspective to it. So it looks like it's up high and in the back. I think that'll be great. And then the Boogeyman's Hangouts behind that. And then this table is not quite 4 feet long, but it's okay. The foam will go over here. I'm going to make a little thing so nothing falls off. This home and this home will be next to each other back here. And then this street just goes back and there's a turn here. So it's kind of like mirrored on both sides. I like symmetry, and that's just how I am. And I think that's what's going to look great. I'm beyond excited about it. I'm so excited to get going. I have had a little bit of downtime, and I think this is the perfect time for me to jump back in. I have about 16 street lamps here that I will be using in the village. I think these are amazing. Like, they're kind of Victorian looking, which is what I'm going for, and they are going to give the right vibe. They were on sale online. I don't think I paid more than like 30 bucks for all 4 sets of these, which is so great. And so all the street lamps are going to match, and I have a map of where they're all going to go, you know, obviously lining the streets, and in the front it's going to look cohesive and great, like a real life map, and that's what I'm going for here. And I think it's gonna really come across. And I have bought some more accessories, of course, in the downtime. Erie Emporium isn't going to be getting the new Spooky Town stuff anymore, so they had a sale. So I did buy this kid holding an owl, which I think is adorable. And I did buy this little funeral procession, which ties back to the center park here, and we could have it going, maybe even going into the park or like going up the street. I think it will be really kind of just fun and kind of tasteful. I don't want it to be like too over the top. Obviously this is Spooky Town, so it is over the top, but I think it's really going to help tell the story of this place. And speaking of telling a story, I have made a huge order from Woodland Scenics. They make all sorts of landscaping stuff for hobbyists, and I used to buy stuff from this brand when I was a kid for my model train. So we got some tufts of grass, which will be great for the cemetery. Got a huge pack of trees. I think there's 24 in there. So along with all my, or 23. So along with all my other trees that I have, this is just gonna like set it over the top. I want it to be very full and lush. We bought some underbrush here. I got a lot of bags of like this fine turf. I'm not using the Lemax grass this year. I'm going to actually do this with the glue. You do like a glue water situation to glue it down, and then spray alcohol over the top, and it really sets it in. So I'm going to be doing that. And I got that in green and in kind of like a brownish color, like a burnt color. And okay, more underbrush. And I got bushes, because I need bushes. And I don't want to use a lot of that like lichen foam anymore. So I'm going to use these bushes from Woodland Scenics. I do have a bunch of the, let me just show you, the like colored leaves like this left from the village previously. I really like how these look, and I can sprinkle them on top of all of our bushes and turf and ground like that around the trees. And I think it's going to be really nice. I'm really trying to take it slow this time and focus in on how I really, really want this to look. I have a vision in my head, and I want to achieve it. Thank you for watching this short video. I just wanted to pop in and say hey and tell you everything that's going on. I'm moving slowly with it this time, but I'm ready to take my time and do this right. I work a full-time job, so I'm not able to consistently post on this YouTube channel, but I hope you look forward to the uploads when they happen. I love doing this hobby, and I love sharing it with you guys, and I'm going to try to get better at filming my process rather than just kind of showing what I did. So stay tuned for that. Fingers crossed. I can't make any promises, but I'm saying it, so hopefully it will come true. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Thank you. Bye.